You are listening to the Googlr Podcast. Because why the fuck not?
Hello Googlers, welcome back to this new episode, which is technically a 2.5. This week, unfortunately, there is not going to be a full episode, just a politics talk. And joining me today, we have the same guest as last week. Doesn't really need an introduction.
I had a fair one last week, didn't I?
Yeah, basically. Just to let you know, we're recording on the same day. So if anything happened over last week, which is next week right now, we won't be reporting on that. God, I don't care.
Alright.
Okay.
Let's jump in.
Let's jump right into it. Hello Googlers, this is the spooky Halloween special episode. Way too much.
Yeah, alright.
Okay,
Donald
so
Trump.
leaked tape. How do you feel about that?
How do you think I feel about that? It's been dubbed the Pussygate scandal, right? It's interesting. The things that come out of that man's mouth continue to surprise me, and that's just really insane.
They don't surprise me.
Do they not?
The only thing that would surprise me out of that man's mouth, if he actually talked politics with once, if he was like, this country has a problem and we need to fix it.
Yeah.
Also, the other thing that I don't get about Donald Trump is, like British politicians, right?
Yeah.
They're really bad. As much as I hate Nigel Farage, as much as I hate... Actually, I kind of admire Boris Johnson, but then in the court, I kind of hate him.
Yeah.
I hate what he stands for, right?
Yeah.
Brexit, for example.
Yeah.
The British people asked for it. Donald Trump, nobody asked for the wall. He just came up with it.
We're gonna build a wall and make the Mexicans pay for it, and then I'm gonna give a speech in Mexico. Does that make sense?
I think that the first reaction of his supporters, in their brain, right, not outside, was, really? Are you sure we need that? Yeah, Donald Trump, whatever he says.
No, but that's what he does. He plays on those the lower class sort of southern states and those people. Those are the demographic he's targeting.
The thing is, you know that demographics. They should probably hate rich New Yorkers, rich people from the north. Yeah, and they love that guy.
I don't. Yeah, that's what I really don't.
Nobody
understand.
loves that guy. What the f*** is wrong with you people?
Honestly, like he's calling for like corporate tax to be cut, for big companies to not pay as much tax. You know who that helps? Him. Who doesn't help you in any way. Oh, it blows my mind. Anyway, back to the Pussygate scandal.
So, who was the guy with him?
Billy Bush.
Billy Bush. He got fired by MSNBC.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was MSNBC.
Which is probably the best thing.
Yeah.
There are lots of job losses in this country, and some of them are good.
Right.
Billy Bush deserves to be fired.
It's just what made me laugh then was just remembering what he said. Like Donald Trump was saying all these horrible things. He was like, "Oh, I can grab girls by the pussy."
Okay, yeah.
But it was what Billy Bush. They got out of the bus and Bush, right?
Oh yeah.
They got out of the bus.
A hug for the bush.
Yeah,
a hug for the bushy.
That's what he said. He goes, a hug. He goes, "Oh, you're not going to give Donald Trump a hug?" And then she gives Donald Trump a hug, and then he goes, "A hug for the bush, man."
What? I think it's for the bushy. I said.
Yeah, and
then that is as cringy as it's bad.
Yeah.
Oh God, you should never say that. I mean, really. God, no, please don't do that again.
Please.
He probably won't do it again.
Anyone with the second name Bush, please never say that. That was...
Jeb Bush.
George Bush.
Say it. Jeb Bush probably won't say anything like that.
So he said some stupid things in the past.
Not
that bad.
For the bushy. Who's he gonna say that to anyway?
You know what he said once?
What?
He was talking about migrants and how he would only accept Christian migrants in. And so a news reporter asked him, "Okay, how would you vet them? How would you make sure that they are Christian?" And he was like, "Oh, you just know when someone's Christian. You know when someone's Christian." I was like, "What the hell?"
Okay, Donald Trump and Mexico, right? You know, he said some Mexican are rapists. Not all of them. I must say, not all of them. Now I can say all politicians are rapists. Not all of them, but definitely you.
Definitely not.
Grab them by the...
grab them by the pussy.
Yeah, basically. Really, actually, my favourite comment was the one that Trevor Noah made about that. Maybe it's just a tiny hand thing. No baby holds on the grapefruit.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just that. Also, he was bragging about sexual assault, basically.
He was bragging about sexual assault.
And also, he called it locker room talk.
Locker room talk.
First, The real question is, what locker rooms does he hang out in?
He hangs out in some very strange locker rooms. It's strange. He can say those things. This is the only thing he's apologized for. He actually had to come out with an apology for this.
I've seen that video. He was not apologizing.
He didn't
He was
like
reading
it.
a script. He was like...
It was the most scripted thing I've ever heard in my life. And I've heard Hillary Clinton talk at speeches. They're there.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Pokemon, go to the polls. But let's not remember that moment.
That is probably not the cringiest moment. The cringiest moment of this... The cringiest moment of this campaign was probably a hug for the bushy.
No! Don't even say it! That was horrible!
Pokemon Go.
Okay.
Yeah, it's up there.
It's up there.
You know what, the thing I was thinking, right? How low is the bar? I don't even know where rock bottom is. I think we are in hell. And my favourite conspiracy theory is the one that I came up with, which is, I think that aliens are testing humanities and they're just deciding whether we belong in their, I don't know, interstational government or whatever.
We're clearly not.
Probably not. I think they left the second Donald Trump said, let's build a wall, and like...
They were like, nope.
5 million people were like happy about that.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, this planet.
No, you know what my favourite conspiracy theory is? My favourite conspiracy theory is the one that says that Jar Jar Binks is Donald Trump. I think that's a brilliant conspiracy theory.
Let's carry on with the first one, right?
Alright.
You know, aliens.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, let's just leave this country.
Yeah.
And then the other alien goes, okay, shouldn't we just destroy this planet? And I think the main alien's response was, oh, f*** it. They're probably just gonna destroy themselves in a few years anyway.
Honestly, that's so true.
Anyways, what Jar Jar Binks' theory?
Oh no, it was a joke. Never mind. I was just because there was the Jar Jar Binks theory that he was Darth Vader, and I was just playing on that.
Okay, no, Donald Trump is not close to Darth Vader, because at least Darth Vader doesn't want to build a stupid wall. He built the Death Star.
He built the Death Star,
which is fair enough.
but he didn't make the Mexicans pay for it.
He paid for it himself.
Yeah.
He built 2 of them. And second, you know Darth Vader.
Yeah.
He's not an heartless. Okay, he's not. He's clearly not.
He doesn't hang out with a guy who wants a hug for the Bushman. Okay. Alright.
Let's just carry on.
Next thing.
I would rather have Darth Vader as the president
Oh yeah.
of the United States of America.
Then the two main candidates.
I would rather have Shia LaBeouf as the president.
That'd be amazing. That would be fantastic.
His main policy. Actually, I already know what his campaign slogan is. Just
do it. Yeah, but I think Nike would sue him for that.
Anyways,
Anyway.
okay.
And now a message from our sponsor.
Father will hate him on sight. He's cleverer than him, and he's black. She might change her mind.
I've met the man I want to spend my life with.
Are you insane? White, British, and she's a salesman's daughter.
My grandfather was a king. I am his heir. I have a responsibility to return home to my people. I will never achieve anything worthwhile if I leave my heart here.
I am the government's representative in Southern Africa. The policy of apartheid. You know this word. If you choose to marry the leader of an African nation, you will be responsible for the downfall of the British Empire in Africa. Have you no shame?
Over 2 decades of preparing you to be our king, and this is how you face me. How long before the village dust gets in her eyes?
I am told that you no longer wish for me to honor my duty as your king because of the color of the wife I have chosen.
Who do you think will accept you? You belong to the whites, but they won't want you either.
I am ready to serve you because I love my people. I love this land. But I love my wife.
Now you will see how an empire defends itself, Mr. Karma.
We've misjudged this, haven't we?
We have concluded that you should be exiled.
I belong with my people.
Prime Minister, the whole world is watching.
No man is free who is not master of himself.
She's stronger than either of us suspected.
It is time for us to create a new nation. For us to be the masters of our own fate.
Speaking of Trump, Donald Trump and science. This is a new segment on this politics talk.
Yeah.
Donald Trump and science. First claim made by Donald Trump in regard to the science community. Global warming is not real. It's made by the Chinese.
That was... I can't even believe it now.
The real question is, why would the Chinese make global warming, even if they could?
Yeah, why would they make up something like that? Apparently it's to like subside US manufacturing. I don't know how that works. I think
I don't
it's
know how that
stupid.
works either. It's like, we should do one thing and build global warming.
we should build global warming and make the Americans pay for it.
If that thing is real though, I must say, the Chinese are real
No, they wouldn't do that. Well, we say
never
that.
know,
Britain left the European Union, so, anything can happen. Anything goes now.
If anything, you know who actually made global warming?
Who?
You know Elon Musk? He was on this segment, right? He said in order to warm up Mars, you need to drop 2 nuclear bombs on the poles. America dropped a nuclear bomb in Japan, and that contributed to the global warming.
I don't know how much it contributed to global warming. I don't think it was a huge amount, but it probably did.
If you drop it on the poles, it does contribute.
What happens?
First, the ice is going to melt. Secondly, it's going to create heat, doesn't it?
Well, it doesn't spread across the whole planet.
Yeah, but if it starts at the poles, right, it's going to spread not quickly, but it's going to go, because all the heat, mainly is in this ocean. Anyway. So, that's the thing. Anyways, let's not get into science.
Okay.
Actually, this is Trump and science.
This is Trump and science.
Second claim made by Donald Trump was that Hillary Clinton is against science.
That's rich coming from Donald Trump.
I'm not gonna lie to you. The only people against science are probably Donald Trump
supporters.
Voters.
Literally, it's gotten to the point that Donald Trump can say anything and he will, the supporters will support him.
The thing is, Donald Trump can say anything.
Yeah.
But for the good of this nation, let him say whatever he wants. Hillary Clinton can't do anything.
Yeah.
And people should still vote for her. Let's say she murders someone in New York.
Yeah.
Which is that statement that Donald Trump made.
Yeah.
People should still vote for Hillary Clinton. People should not vote.
It's so much better than Donald Trump.
People should not be voting for Donald Trump. Whether he does or does not murder someone in New York. And let's be honest, he probably has.
Yeah.
You know what? He murdered my faith inside of me.
Oh my god.
I have no faith left in humanity.
Yeah. Until I go on Reddit, I see so much fun there. It's hilarious.
CNN said it's not.
Fuck you, CNN.
Okay, Donald Trump's new promotional poster shows Sikh people as Muslim. So you first think, I have nothing against Muslims and I have nothing against Sikh people.
Yeah.
My parents are Sikh.
My parents are Muslim.
I am an atheist. I don't. Actually, I'd say I'm agnostic. To be honest.
Yeah.
And secondly, the only problems I have is first, this shows a lot about Donald Trump's PR campaign because they did no research whatsoever. They were like, fuck it, we don't even care anymore.
Just say some shit that riles some people up and we'll go from there.
They probably didn't even use Google Images to find those people. It was just off Reddit. Like the first racist guy on Reddit.
Man, CNN's missing out.
Actually, no, Donald Trump, he fired his PR campaign after the Melania Trump scandal, right?
Yeah.
So I think that Donald Trump's PR campaign is mainly made of rednecks he found at his own conventions.
I think it's just mainly Donald Trump. That's probably it.
Handling his own Twitter and making his own PowerPoint presentations. I actually see him in that role. He's like that kind of weird grandfather who's got nothing to do.
Yeah, but gives you a shit ton of money to agree with him.
And secondly, this proves another point is how irrelevant Sikh people are to this culture. My parents are Sikh, and basically, according to America, they're just like, those people, whatever they are.
They often group certain, they'll group Asians together. They'll group loads of people together, and it's surprising.
You know what's my favourite quote of life?
What?
About racism.
What?
Have you seen The Dictator?
Yeah.
You know the bodyguard when he goes, I don't really like Arabs.
Yeah.
And the dictator goes, I'm not an Arab. And he goes, you're all the same. Yeah. Mexican, Africans, and Asians, Europeans. Yeah. You're all Arabs to me.
You damn Arab.
And secondly, what's the point of putting Muslims on your poster if you hate them anyway? It's like, if I hated Tayyab, not because he's Muslim, just in general, first thing, he wouldn't be on this show.
Yeah.
And secondly, he would not be on the fucking poster. Definitely. Also, if you hate something, you should really keep bragging about it.
We're gonna have a total shutdown of the number of times he said Muslims, and it's like, yeah, he's pretty much advertising us right now. Donald Trump.
Any kind of publicity is publicity after all. Although that is not really the kind of publicity you want.
No. When you're shit-talking an entire race of people, that's right. They say no such thing as bad publicity. There is such thing as horribly shit publicity. And
to be honest, like if someone commented badly, even Donald Trump said, "Oh, the Googlr Podcast is shit," I'd be like, "Okay, fine." But if you'd say like every single person who's named Gopinda deserves to die, I'm like, okay, calm down. All right, I'm a Gopinda, and I don't think I deserve to die.
Yeah. All right. Next segment.
Remember that time that Donald Trump was actually disrespectful to that Gold Star family?
Yeah.
Okay, I love that man. You know what? You know, the day after.
Who, Donald Trump or the Gold Star guy?
The Gold Star guy.
Okay.
God, how is that even a question?
No,
dude?
okay, fine.
You know what happened? Donald Trump accepted this kind of medal. It's the kind of medal you're given when you're injured in the army.
Yeah.
He accepted it, and he generally goes on the show, and he says, "Oh, I always wanted one of these." To which my answer is, "Really? You always wanted to be injured in a war?"
Okay,
I've actually did some research up for that.
Okay.
You know, Donald Trump was actually meant to go
to war.
Yeah.
Did he evade it?
Yeah, he did.
He evaded the draft?
Yeah, I'm not even kidding.
Really?
There is research on the internet.
Oh my god.
And secondly, okay, I always wanted one of these. That is like an Asian guy saying, "I always wanted to be victim of racism."
Yeah,
no, you don't want to do that.
No, I mean, I always wanted to lose my leg in a battlefield. No, you did not.
No, you did not.
All right,
but the best thing was the reaction of the Gold Star family of the man. He was like, "Give it back, you give it back." It was generally upset.
Mate, they're Asian. They're gonna get their money's worth out of everything. Okay.
Yeah, but the thing is, he was generally upset about that.
Obviously, well, you would be though, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I suppose.
All right.
Oh goodness,
all right.
That's amazing.
What's the biggest claim made by Donald Trump?
The biggest claim made by Donald Trump, and the one that is probably the biggest thing that has happened, is he generally said, "I'm not an asshole." That's a lot like Charlie Sheen saying, "I don't have AIDS and I don't f*** monkeys." Given that Charlie Sheen f***ed a monkey.
Alright, if we say that Charlie Sheen did f*** a monkey, right?
Yeah. That
would make 2.5 Men really weird, okay?
Let's not bring 2.5 Men in that.
It's 2.5 Men and a monkey.
Well, that's really racist against monkeys because they're just half a man. Anyways, also in the news, the KKK endorsed Donald Trump on the front page of their magazine because they apparently have a magazine in America. To which the only thing I can say is America, where the KKK has its own magazine.
You know what KKK stands for in my eyes? Or in my ears? Because that's all they are.
God, how can you hate a bunch of people?
Well, I hate Donald Trump. He's not a bunch
of people.
You don't hate a bunch
of people. Okay, you know, on the second presidential debate, one of the guys, he asked Hillary Clinton, what's one thing that you love about Donald
that was
Trump?
So funny. I laughed so hard.
The response of Hillary Clinton
was brilliant. She said,
I love your kids.
I love your kids. That's not... Just trying to avoid Donald Trump entirely and just be like, I like your kids.
It's the one thing that Hillary Clinton likes about Donald Trump.
And what Donald Trump said,
people.
What Donald Trump said was he said that I admire the way Hillary keeps fighting, and I'm like, I admire the way Hillary keeps killing memes. It's horrible.
The thing is, Hillary Clinton deserves to win because, okay, personally, I don't really like her. I'm not.
Yeah, I don't like her either.
But the thing is, she really wants to be the president.
Okay.
She has wanted to be the president since, I don't know, ever.
Yeah.
She's been around forever, basically. She's a lot like a grandfather.
Yeah.
It's always there, and if he really wants something, he's probably gonna get it.
Okay.
It was like, when she was 20, she joined a party. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
When she was 20.
Yeah.
I'll be in a dorm masturbating when I get 20, recording this podcast all on my own because I'll have no friends left.
20 years old. Well, then again, she was the first lady for a while, so She's come the closest. I think she does have the most. She has the most experience, but she's come on, she's horrible.
You know how how you know that she really deserves that?
How?
She is willing to work in the same office where that happened. I know it's really bad.
Okay,
but you have to say
just to
it.
clarify, you're talking about Bill Clinton and him sexually assaulting or taking advantage of Monica
willing to
Lewinsky.
work in the same office.
Oh my
She's
God.
willing to work in the same office.
Yeah,
and trust me,
I think she should win just to get Donald Trump to not win. But honestly, she's not hugely good either. To be honest, it's a lesser of two shit situation.
Basically, my second last thing for today is actually probably the biggest news of all.
Okay,
for the past 3 weeks. Ken Boyne.
America's
new sweetheart. Oh, you gotta love that guy.
He's so adorable. I love his little red sweater, and he's America's new sweetheart. Ken Bone 2020.
You know, they actually sent him a T-shirt. He wore it and he put the picture on Twitter where it said Ken Bone.
No, but listen to this, right? Despite being hugely famous now, and with an unfortunate surname, he doesn't go around saying, "Hey, hug for the bone, man."
My favourite thing was when he actually commented on Twitter commented on, I think, Fox News, about his followers. He said, I went from having 7 followers,
to a
two
couple
of which
hundred
were his
grandmother, exactly,
to having more than 20,000-30,000.
He got loads.
And this is a statement I'm copying, straight up, but it's true. Ken Bone is that adorable that his grandma follows him twice.
That's beautiful.
That is just beautiful.
Ken
How
Bone,
do you feel about Ken Bone?
I think he's awesome. I think in the shitstorm that is the election, people are trying to grasp at something. People need something just happy. People need the cat photos. People need something
linking
that will
back
make
to
them
my
happy.
old theory about aliens trying to test us.
Yeah.
I think this is probably the last one of them. The last alien left is a bit of faith, saying, okay, let's just send him that. This is my last way.
Yeah.
This better fucking work, otherwise I'm leaving.
Okay.
And I'm never coming back on this planet. Also, the science community, they hate Donald Trump.
I think that's fair.
But also, Hillary Clinton, she lies a lot.
Oh my god. No, but not as much as Donald Trump does. They did the numbers.
No, you know what? Donald Trump, okay, he lies.
Yeah.
Not as much as Hillary Clinton. He just made up statements.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. Build a wall between Mexico.
Global warming was made by China.
Ban all Muslims. So how are we gonna pull that off anyway?
I have no idea. I could say I'm not Muslim.
Okay. You were born Muslim, right?
I was born, yeah.
Does your passport say that you're a Muslim?
No.
Then how the hell are you gonna find out?
Exactly. It's so stupid. It's just I think this is a thing with Republicans now. Jeb Bush saying that you can tell when someone's Christian. Donald Trump thinking he can tell when someone's Muslim. I can tell when someone's an asshole. He has horrible hair and an orange complexion.
Apparently, his head is actually made of a fox, and he's gonna, if he becomes really president, he's gonna have a lot of trouble because you can't really keep an animal in the Oval Office.
No.
So you can't have a fox on your head.
Yeah. That's gonna be a problem.
Which is a metaphor for Fox News, and actually a literal thing because of his hair.
Yeah. I think we've talked a lot about Donald Trump. I think we should talk more about Hillary Clinton.
Really?
Hillary Clinton. Well, I don't want to, but we kind of have to.
All I have to say about Hillary Clinton is, vote for. You have to vote for Hillary Clinton. Please do it. I don't like her. Tab doesn't like her.
I don't like her.
No one likes Hillary Clinton. Which is one of the reasons why people are actually liking Donald Trump. But the problem is, you shouldn't like Donald Trump.
She's a much better alternative to Donald Trump. And okay, let's talk about third party candidates.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
Americans hate gay people, right? Bruno would be a better alternative to Donald Trump.
What do you mean Americans hate gay people? Republicans hate gay people.
Gay people.
Okay. Let's talk about the third party candidates. We've got two. You've got Gary Johnson, Jill Stein. They're the two main ones, right? They're the two main third party candidates. Okay. They have no idea what the fuck they're doing.
I've read some stuff about them.
Yeah.
I think John Oliver made a segment about them.
Yeah, John Oliver did.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
The only thing I've read about them is that one of them wants to ban education for some reason.
Okay. He wants to get rid of the sectors in government that handle loads of things like education and the treasury and things like that. It's just
the treasury and the education is the two things that America needs for a better future.
And somebody asked him, what do they do? And he didn't have he was like, I think they're doing something, but I think we can get rid of them, was what he was saying.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What does the educational sector do? I don't know.
I have no idea.
No idea.
I mean, if it was in the name, maybe I would know, but it isn't. So, we'll never know.
Hang on, it does have something in the name. It's something about educate. What is that? I know.
Education?
You know why Americans don't get it?
Why?
They're not really educated, especially if they're voting for Donald Trump.
Exactly.
And I'm pretty sure that even though he's a third-party candidate, he is also going to be voting for Donald Trump.
I wouldn't be surprised.
That's how bad.
Jill Stein came on and she was like, okay, I'm going to do some amazing things. I'm going to make it so you don't have to pay for university and it will be the best for students. And then they were like, how are you going to do that? And then she was like, she mentioned the term quantitative easing without knowing what the hell that is.
I don't know what that means.
Exactly.
What does it mean?
Right, I don't know. I think it's something to do with printing money. Nobody knows, but this is what she said. Somebody said, oh, so what is quantitative easing? And she was like, oh, it's something that we don't need to explain. Let's just leave it to the economists. And then we were like, no, if you're going to be the president, you need to know how to fix the problem. And that's the main problem.
How is she going to pull that off, given that she doesn't really have access to money? Because that is a private sector, isn't it?
Yeah.
The ones that print money.
No, printing money is a government thing. Yeah.
No, because they need to buy...
The Federal Reserve.
Yeah, that's private.
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah.
In America, it's private?
In the UK, it's also private in Europe.
Oh, okay.
I think it's from the Rockefellers. So in order to buy money, you need to... The government needs to
buy
the government
money. Needs to buy money, yeah.
And then they can print it.
Yeah.
Which is kind of stupid because, okay, let's say you buy $10, right?
Okay.
And you're paying $12 for it.
Yeah.
And then they...
You make a lot. You do make a lot.
Yeah. But then you have a £2 debt.
Yeah.
Which is...
No, it doesn't make any sense, but that's why, like, Canada, they're getting rid of the 1 cent.
Okay, that is actually a good thing.
Yeah.
Because they should get rid of
the 1 cent. They don't have to pay that much money to print, like, or to make a cent anymore, a single cent.
In Europe,
coins, pennies.
In Europe, to print a cent,
yeah,
they spend 3 pence.
They make a loss on all of them, so it makes sense to get.
And let's be honest, I don't even use my pences. If I find a pence on the floor, right, and I'm hoovering my room, that's
you're
probably
just
gonna end up.
Exactly.
Actually, when I was a kid, I actually collected all these, and then went to Sainsbury's, and they actually have a machine that converts them. But I'm pretty sure that machine also throws some in the bin. It goes straight in the bin or something.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Generally, if I was a charity worker and somebody gave me a pen,
would
I'd be like, this asshole, go you f*** yourself.
Alright.
Oh, God. So, Hillary Clinton, do you want to talk about her? Or do you
I think Hillary Clinton's crap. She's a better alternative than Donald Trump. The third-party candidates have no idea what they're doing.
Okay, this is actually kind of a personal question. Is she still married to...
Bill Clinton?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay, isn't that weird?
That is weird, considering what's happened in the past. Like, I'm not actually sure. Like, is Hillary Clinton married to Bill Clinton? I think so.
God, I don't even know what to say.
It's a very f***ed up situation in America. Right?
I'm just gonna make a bold statement about America.
What?
Last week I made the same statement, and Uma was actually contradicting me. He was like, "No, I'm not gonna say that." But the truth is, America. You guys are honestly f***ed. I don't know how to say this. There is no better wording. The least I can say is I'm 20% confident that the UK will be accepting American refugees within 10 years.
Just Donald Trump as a result of Donald Trump. They're probably thinking we're for leaving the European Union.
I'm for leaving the European Union because I'm European.
Yeah,
and I do not.
But you've got British citizenship, haven't you?
No, I do not.
You're here as a student?
No. As long as we're in Europe, I'm allowed to be here just with my passport. I'm Italian.
Yeah.
The thing is, as soon as we leave, I don't know what's going to happen, but apparently nothing is going to happen. Hopefully nothing is going to happen.
Yeah.
That is such a bad thing. Okay, I don't like David Cameron, right?
I think he was okay, but, you know.
I didn't like him. But then again, he left.
He left when shit got tough, and that pissed me off a lot.
But at the same time, you know the new Prime Minister. I don't know who that is. I think it's a female. It's
do you not know? It's how did I forget her name? It's what's it called? Theresa May.
Oh, okay.
Theresa May. She was.
I generally gave up on British politics. At the moment I heard, Okay, no, I was actually right when people were like, okay, yeah, Brexit is happening after the poll. But then I heard the interviews, and there was like a woman saying, if we could vote again, I wouldn't vote for leaving the British...
Exactly.
They're leaving the European Union. To which my answer was like, oh, really? Now you're thinking about it.
Now you're thinking about it. It was an ill-informed decision. There were lies on the campaigns, of the Leave campaign. There was so many lies that they spread, and it was horrible. I think it was an ill-informed decision to leave the EU.
So, no, Theresa May is the new Prime Minister, right? Who was the old Prime Minister? And
What do you mean? It was David Cameron?
No. The other female Prime Minister, the one that died.
Oh, Margaret Thatcher.
She was actually quite good. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No, she caused a lot of outrage, but she got the job done, I suppose. So.
Yeah. And the thing is, this new one, what's her name?
Theresa May.
Theresa May. Okay, if she fixes the British economy, right?
Mm-hmm. Which she can't, because we're already getting inflation that's like
Probably.
bad.
But given that she fixes it, right?
Okay.
She's not gonna get any credit. Because the British people are like, oh, that's a given. It's gonna become better itself, right? It's not. And then she's gonna fix it, and no one's gonna give her credit for that.
Yeah.
She'll be like, oh, I fixed the British economy. All right, calm down.
Yeah. Do you want a medal? No, we'll see. I hope to God that the UK is okay by the end of this shitstorm. I hope the US becomes okay at the end of this shitstorm. I just hope the shitstorm finishes quite quickly.
Now, a statement that I don't really like. Let's stick with the past, shall we?
Go to the past.
Let's talk about monarchy in the UK.
Monarchy, okay.
Do we really need a queen? Sorry.
Many people's argument for a queen is that she brings in a lot of tourism, and so we get money from that. We get a decent amount of money from that. So it's not a bad argument. Personally, there's no real point to it.
But at the same time, the job that the queen does could easily be done by a head made of wax.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding. That would
but listen to this. The Queen actually does still have authority over the Prime Minister. She can turn decisions around. She's not going to, because that would be a horrible thing to do, but she can change the decisions that the Prime Minister makes.
Okay, you're making that sound really good. My argument is that really a good thing? Because at the end of the day, that means that we still live in a monarchy.
Yeah.
So...
I mean, if she's an asshole, which I hope she isn't, she would change the decisions that...
Can I say something? The Queen is a lot like this show. Irrelevant. No one really cares about it. And it's really grumpy all the times.
Yeah.
The only thing that we are missing is lots of different hats.
Yeah, we need hats. We need hats in our next show. I'm getting on it. I'm going to get loads of hats. Yeah, irrelevant, maybe. She does bring in money from tourism, but other than that, doesn't really do much. At the same time,
you know how much we spend on the Queen?
Yeah, we do spend a lot of money on the Queen.
We spend about 50 million a year.
We get more than that in tourism.
But
so we make profit.
But then again, you know the Queen, every year you must give her a gift. The UK, it's something that happens.
Okay, yeah.
My argument is, first, what are you gonna give her? She's got basically everything. Oh, do you want a Bentley? She probably already has one.
Yeah.
How about some horses? She already has those. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna print your face on money. Oh, wait, you already have
that shit. She's gonna be the most difficult to gift shop for. She's like, what the f*** do I get? She has everything already.
I think last year the UK government bought her a £300,000 yacht.
Autocorrect. The UK government actually spent £300 million.
What the f***? Am I paying? I'm not a taxpayer. Actually, I had a job. I still have a job.
Yeah.
I pay national insurance number, which I suppose is a tax.
Okay.
Why am I working 8 hours every Saturday to pay for that yacht? I want to be on it.
Obviously, I think that yacht would have been better off going to me. I would have done more with it. I would have partied like it's no tomorrow.
Okay, you know what I would have spent? I would have taken 500 grand.
Yeah.
And I would buy a bus, a red bus.
Yeah.
And I would print. We spend 300 million every year on the Queen.
Yeah.
Let's fund our NHS instead. Which makes sense.
Alright.
It makes more sense to the Queen. So.
Yeah, I suppose.
There we start. Okay, so that's our show. If you enjoyed this Halloween spooky episode, this Halloween spooky episode, it's coming out.
I know,
Halloween.
but yeah.
We're talking about scary stuff, you know. This is our future.
Okay.
And before we leave, I just want to say, politicians are all rapists. Not all of them, but some. That is quoting Donald Trump. Not quoting him.
Paraphrasing.
No.
Yeah.
This is Donald Trump. We're talking about Donald Trump.
All right.
I get this. Thank you so much
Thanks
for
for
listening. I get it if you didn't manage to get all the way to the end, because politics is a boring subject. No offense to the politics teachers in our school.
Yeah.
I don't want anyone. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you, and yep, if you manage to listen it all the way to here, you will get a free Ferrari. I should stop making these statements, but then again, Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton.
Just get him a toy Ferrari.
The thing is, Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, they make false statements. Why am I not allowed to get a few views?
Yeah.
Also, this episode was sponsored by Mafia 3, so here's a message from our sponsor, which should have been in the episode.
Disclaimer. This episode was not sponsored by 2K, but by a United Kingdom which will be in cinemas on the 25th of November.